Hey guys, it's Alex C with TFP TV, and for today's field strip, we're going to be stripping an SKS rifle. The SKS was definitely the 90s surplus darling. I mean, you could buy these for $30 and $40 out of giant barrels at pretty much any gun show. And at that price point, they really were a great value. However, today a nice example could set you back over $500, which to me is just absurd, and the value is no longer there. I really don't know why you'd buy one of these at that price, but that's kind of besides the point. This is a Chinese SKS. There actually were some commercial SKSs made in the 90s, but maybe that's for another episode of TFB TV. So let's go ahead and make sure this thing's empty by checking the chamber. See, there's nothing in the chamber of the magazine. Next up, to begin the field stripping process, pull this little lever up 90 degrees and then pull out. This will allow you to remove the dust cover from the rear. At this point, you can pull the carrier to the rear, lift up and out, and separate the bolt from the carrier. You'll notice it kind of looks like an STG-44's bolt and carrier arrangement. From here on out, you're going to grab this little doohickey here and pull it up. I actually use the firing pin to help because they can be a little stubborn. Sometimes people use a bullet tip or a flathead, but I've always found this is pretty easy to do. So pull that up and then pull the top handguard off and pull the piston out from the front. And set those aside for cleaning. Now again, with that little lever, grab it and pull it all the way up. Then you can pull the op rod out from under the rear sight and separate the spring from the op rod. Now there you go, you have a fully field stripped Simonov carbine, or SKS rifle as they're sometimes called. These are fun shooting guns. I remember when 7.62x39 was very cheap and it was imported from China. I mean, it was the business. These things were, like I said earlier, a terrific value. However, it's just not the case anymore. Unfortunately, they're not being imported anymore. They're still quite a good buy in Canada, where there is no 89 and subsequent Norinco import ban. But yeah, it is what it is here in the States, and it kind of sucks. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope to see you next time.